Okay. Great. Okay. Yes. Okay, so very welcome to the second talk of Medicine of the Sages. This is of this series. We are now number 2 talk, and today's talk is going to be on lifestyle. So, just introducing Dr. Janani. I'm sure you all know, but just in case you don't, Dr. Janani is working at the Sri Narayani Holistic Centre, and before coming to work here, was the personal Siddha physician for the President of India at the Ayush Wellness Clinic, Rashtrapati Bhavan. Rashtrapati, which means President, and Bhavan House, so the equivalent of the White House in New Delhi. And can you just explain Ayush? Ayush is the ministry of...
Actually, India government has a ministry set up for Ayush to promote Indian system of medicine. That is Ayush, A-Y-U-S-H. A means Ayurveda, Y means Yoga Naturopathy, U means Unani. Unani is like Islam medicine. S stands for our Siddha Medicine. H stands for homeopathy. S for Siddha, H for homeopathy. So Ayush. So there is a ministry set up over here. So in this pandemic areas, this Ayush system is taking, like, in a good dimension. People are getting treated with this Ayush medicine, especially in Tamil Nadu. 80% of the patients get treated only by the Siddha medicine.
Fantastic. And having very good results too, right?
Yeah, of course.
After 5 days.
5 days, 6 days, 9 days, patients are getting discharged.
It's extraordinary. So today's talk is on lifestyle. Why have you chosen lifestyle as the topic today? Looking at
actually lifestyle, daily routine. So people, we are waking up, we are brushing our teeth, we are rushing for the toilet, we are eating, but whether we are doing it with consciousness or not, it's really very important. The daily routine, if we do it with consciousness, if we do it perfectly, everything will come. Like the mental, physical health, happiness, wealth, everything will come, and we can stay happily. Whatever happens outside, but we can connect with the divine. And this is also, this teaches us self-discipline. When we are self-disciplined, the connection with the divine or getting happiness within yourself, it's very easy. We think, oh, we need to meditate for 100 years. We need to meditate for 100 hours. Not at all needed. The first basic step is self-discipline, or like following our daily routine.
Okay, so which is what every spiritual practitioner does, right? Has a routine, and
Siddha medicine talks, when we do the daily routine, you're almost into the part of spirituality. Then like everything will happen very easily.
Okay, now yesterday you gave me a quote. You were telling me about the importance of gratitude for the things that are free. Can you explain what you were telling to me?
The most precious things in the world, the most valuable things in the world are always available and next to us, and it is free. For example, air. Air is available 24 hours. The moment we get, we came to the world, until our death, air is always available. Earth is there. Earth is there to, to make us to move, like the vibration, the gravity, space is there. So everything is, but we don't feel gratitude, no, Amma's blessings, unconditional love. So whichever things are most precious and most valuable in our life, is always free. And we can't, if Amma is giving so much of blessing, so much of love, but we can't match it, and we can't give her, in return, that we can't be given. But most things we putting so much of effort, trying to hold a relationship, putting so much effort, trying to buy something, trying to eat something, so putting so much of effort, but these things doesn't need any effort. Effortlessly it is happening. We are taking breath effortlessly. We are in love with God effortlessly. So most precious things in our life are effortless, and it is always available next to us, and it is free. And so we need to acknowledge it, and we need to take gratitude for that. That's all needed.
Exactly. That's what I was about to say. Having gratitude for the many things that we're blessed with which are free in everyday life. Okay, so this is, we're just going to do now an introduction to the general things just about Siddha Medicine for people who are new to this, because this will also be going on YouTube afterwards. And then we're going to be going into the routine, into the actual daily routine step by step. So
I think many people would have been known about Siddha Medicine, but those who really doesn't have an idea, I'm just briefing for them, okay? So Siddha system of medicine is a complete holistic Indian system of medicine, which is practiced in ancient Tamil land, and it is for most of all the medical systems in the world. It has been written in Tamil language. So this system of medicine was developed by Siddhars. Who are Siddhars? Siddhars, like our Amma. Siddhars are evolved spiritual beings who went beyond consciousness in the final yoga of completion of body, mind and soul. Like union of body, mind and soul. So this system of medicine was developed by the Siddhars from their highly clarified intellect and heightened intuition of the Siddhars.
And can you tell me, many people think that, so you're saying that Siddhars are basically highly evolved people.
Highly evolved, they know like the cosmic energy is everywhere, but they know. For example, in some plant, the cosmic energy is in root. In some plant, it is in stem. In some plant, it is in gum. In some plant, it is in resin. Because with their higher consciousness, they write about each and every herb, its action, its taste, its pharmacological action. They've written about 72,000 nerves. It's not because of studying in anatomically or dissecting the body, but with their highly consciousness. Because they always connect with the universe. When we connect with the divine, when we connect with the universe, we are also evolved.
And so you've also said to me that Siddha medicine is 90% spiritual.
Spiritual, yes.
What does that mean exactly?
Actually, you already asked a question. So what is the difference between, when we are talking, you told me. So what is the difference between Ayurveda and Siddha?
Oh, that was the next question. You're jumping the
No.
You're jumping the gun.
So if it is asking, if the question is like
yes.
So why the Siddha medicine is spiritual part is, so Ayurveda and Siddha differs from this perspective. So Ayurveda, it's for the physical body, and of course it treats a mental illness, but Siddha is for the soul, body, mind and soul. So it heals completely. So when some people will suffering from physical pain, but when we heal pain, but what about the soul? What about the mind? So it is a completion of the physical body, mind and soul. That's why this system of medicine developed.
So how does Siddha medicine differentiate between Ayurvedic medicine?
Ayurveda, India has two subdivisions, North India and South India. So Ayurveda is from the North India, Siddha is from the South India. So Ayurveda was developed by the sages who lived over there. But Siddha is developed by the spiritually evolved beings called Siddhars, which came from Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva is the first Siddhar. So it is developed spirituality, like spiritually it is evolved, and Siddha medicine is developed specifically 90% for the specific spirituality, spiritual practices. So 10% only it take cares about physical or mental health, but 90% for the spiritual well-being.
So that means it's a very, very huge ocean.
Huge ocean, of course.
Yeah. So you said that Shiva was the first Siddha.
Yes.
And can you explain the lineage from Shiva? How did it go from Shiva to
Lord Om Namah Shivaya? Lord Shiva is the first Siddha. Like everything came from Narayani. Narayani is the creation. She is the prosperity. She is the well-being. She is wealth, health, everything from Narayani. Narayani is the creation of the whole universe, no matter. But first Siddha came from also Narayani. Like Narayani is a creation of the universe. From the universe, first Siddha is Lord Shiva. From Lord Shiva, the Siddha medicine transferred to his wife, Parvati Devi. From Parvati Devi to his son, Lord Muruga. From Lord Muruga to the history of Siddha medicine, father of Siddha medicine, sage Agastya. From Agastya, guru-disciple relationship, 18 Siddhas followed. Then the Siddha system of medicine taken into form. They written everything in palm manuscripts, but they always written in a hidden form. They won't write directly. So this herb is to cure cancer. This herb is to cure knee joint. They don't never ever mention directly because they want people to explore it. They want people to gain knowledge, because people who need to explore their life, they only understand the true value of the meaning of the script, what they have written, and they value. So that's why everything is written in a hidden form.
So what you're saying is that it's all the verses are actually very complex, and that you actually have to delve deeply
You need
into.
to have a good mind. Like for that, that is what a daily routine is needed. You need to have a focused mind, concentrated mind. So if we don't daily practice daily routine, our mind will be some wavering and scattered.
Mm-hmm. So you're talking about the guru to disciple lineage.
Yes.
And now you actually learned Siddha in the university.
Yeah, I learned from university.
But you still have your gurus too.
Yes, I have my gurus. I daily worship my gurus. Like Amma, I daily worship Amma or Sri Narayani Amma. But Amma is the creation. But I daily worship some of my gurus who taught me Varma medicine, Siddha medicine. So I also learned from guru-disciple relationship apart from university. Okay. So I spend some time in learning.
Okay. So today, if we look at society, when we're talking about well-being, we're often talking about exercise and eating well, what we put into our mouths. But what are we missing?
Actually, the whole world is going for yoga. That's very good. Yoga is for the physical body, mind, and soul. People are doing physically fit. They are putting 6 packs. They are looking so slim, zero. Everything is beautiful. They are making well dressed, well looking, good color, everything. But what about this? If we take care of this thing, everything will happen in its own way. So people are really missing. Our whole education system talks about outside. What is outside? Outside the leaves, branches, everything outside, but not inside. Inside, like what is the soul? How can be the soul can be happy? How can be the soul can be extend into a dimension? That's need to be, yeah.
Okay. So going into now the next part of the talk, looking at having a routine to have a happier life. So we're looking at the routine of the morning.
Yes.
So the book that this is written in is also in ancient Tamil, in a verse that is very incomprehensible.
Yes.
And it's originated from palm leaves.
Yes.
And you were saying even just 4 lines of description are extremely complex to understand.
That's right.
But the very first part for the routine is the wake up in the morning.
Waking up in the morning. So what I'm telling, it's from the books, from the Siddhar books. I showed to Natalie also the books they have written. Like waking up from the morning, they have written about in one chapter why one should wake up from the morning, at what time one should wake up. What are all the things first to be seen? They have written in chapters of chapters what one should do when wake up.
So what is the best time to wake up
Best
in the morning?
time.
And nobody's going to be like this answer, because for me, I was very shocked.
But people, when come to the Peedam, they all follow this.
Yeah.
I have seen many people go to Mahalakshmi temple. So the best time for everything is 4 to 5:30 a.m. That is called Brahma Muhurtam. I got married at 5:30 a.m. So here all the good things will happen during have you seen anybody in South India? All the housewarming function, all the pujas, the first morning pujas. Why? It's because that is a Brahma Muhurtam. That time what is called nowadays science are saying alpha, beta, theta waves, because our mind will be in subconscious level. So that is the time where we connect with the divine and we can appreciate the divine within ourselves. Our subconscious mind will be...
So you're speaking very fast.
Sorry.
It's okay.
So our subconscious mind will be very active during that time. Scientists are saying at those time, the happy hormones, endorphins, are secreting during that time. So what your ancient text says, Asya Yogatil Isen Unvasam, because what does that mean? Asya Yogatil Isen Unvasam means when you're happy, when you're positive, you can feel you have a good vibrate. You can vibrate good thing, which very, very, very good frequency. You are in very good frequency and vibration. You can attract good things very easily. When we go, you can spread positivity or vibration wherever you go. So that is what really needed. So 4 to 5:30 a.m. is the best time to wake up from the bed, or at least before sunshine. Those who wake up before sunshine, their life is going to be like a sunshine. So this is a proverb in Tamil also. So,
and also you were saying, what happens to the doshas at the time between 4 and 5:30?
Very good question. So between 4 and 5:30 a.m., the doshas, that balances our whole body, that gets stable, that get balances during that time. The trick is that get balanced during that time, 4 to 5:30. So we will be physically and mentally very calm, very relaxed, very, like, we will be very deep. So that is the time we can go within ourselves and see self-realization, whatever we called it. So the things which can be done is only when we relaxed.
So so it makes sense though. So when everyone comes to Peedam, we're all getting up at 4:30 to go to Mahalak. No, 4 o'clock.
That's why the pujas are happening at that time.
Right.
Everything happening at that time.
Right.
So nothing to do. When we wake up at 4 o'clock, just observe 1 week. Just wake up at least before 5:30. Just only 1 week. Your life will definitely change.
Okay, so then we're looking at the first step. So we've woken up at between 4 and 5:30.
Yes.
For me, I think it'd be more towards 5:30. What's the very first step? So I wake up and so I sit up on my bed.
Some people will rush to bathroom. Some people, but I think best way is when we wake up from the bed, sit for 2 minutes like this, holding this mudra, or just or else just lie down in your bed, or just keep your spine erect. 2 minutes gratitude. Thank you, Amma. Thank you, God, for this wonderful being a human creation. Being a human, isn't it a great blessing? When we wake up from the morning, we are alive. We are good. We are having everything. We are having dress. We are having home. We are having food. Just be grateful. The more, whatever we give, we will receive. That is a universal law. If you give love, you will get it. If you give gratitude, the more blessings you get. If you spread hatred, you will receive. Whatever you vibrate, you will receive it. Just be 2 minutes, that is really needed, because the first thought which comes when wake up from the bed, that occupies a whole day, that dominates the whole day. Just be gratitude for this wonderful human being. Our DNA and chimpanzee DNA, that is 1.97% difference. But how blessed we are. We can go to one place to another. I'm here, but I'm talking to all the people all over the world, Canada, people coming from Australia. So isn't it wonderful? It's a great blessing. Like 500 years before, people can't speak like that, but we have the most comfortable life.
Even 10 years ago, we couldn't do this at Peedam anyway.
Of course.
And you were also telling me about the importance, so there's the importance of gratitude, but there's also the importance of sankalpa.
Sankalpa, yeah. For example, if a person has some sankalpa, for example, I want to become a good doctor. I want to become a good healer. I want to become a good person. I just pray for, I feel myself, whatever you want, you can manifest if you meditate during that time. So Dhanam, Darkam, Dirkam, Edu Seidanam, Dhyanam Illayanil Sarvam Dandam means you can be very precise, you can be very knowledgeable, you can be very good in everything, but when you don't meditate, everything is waste. So you need to meditate during that time. Just chanting Om Namo Narayani in your heart. If you want anything, I want to become a good doctor, just feel, I am a good doctor, I am a good person. That radiates from your heart all over the day. So whatever we want, we can manifest in your life, because life is like a kalpa vriksha. We are sitting under a manifestation tree. The only thing is our physical, our mental, our emotional, all travel in one direction. 2 steps if we walk, when we go in different direction, then we come back, it will not happen. If all our frequency, all our thoughts will match with the vibration. If it matches, we get what we want.
Okay, so the first steps are waking up in the morning before 5:30,
Yes.
giving gratitude,
And third is
third is the sankalpa
sankalpa of whatever we want.
of goodness in the world.
We can feel the whole world is at peace. Of course, if the whole world is at peace, you are in peace. As Amma said yesterday, Amma is creating a yaga for the whole world. If the whole world is at peace, everyone, including me, Natalie, everyone will be in happy and peace. Isn't it great? Wonderful.
True.
Yes.
And then you also said that
Yes.
there was talking about the palms. So when you actually, the
Yes.
first thing to see in the morning is your palms.
Yes, because when the first thing you're waking up from the bed, not opening your eyes, you're meditating for 2 minutes, gratitude, and you're putting your sankalpa. If you don't want to put sankalpa, just pray to divine for guiding. Pray to divine for guiding us, and then you need to open your eyes slowly and see your palms. So, what are all the things to be seen when we wake up from the bed is also written by the Siddhars. Siddhars have mentioned the things which should be seen the moment we wake up from the bed, opening our eyes, are our own palm, and gold, and also green trees, lotus, Amma's photo, or good Siddhar's photos, Amma's photos, good altars, like ghee lamp. So these are the things to be seen when we wake up from the bed.
Okay, so do we need to attend to this? Okay. And then the things that you don't want to see are going to be things like people with negative energy or thoughts.
Yes.
People who are not well dressed.
Yeah, people who are not half dressed, people who, with the free hair, people you feel their negative energy, you should not see them when you wake up from the bed. These are the best things to see, which was written by the Siddhars. Palm, greenery, green things like green color also you can see, whatever green color, or green leaves, green trees, everything, gold or ghee lamp, lotus flower, or Amma's photos, or any altars you can see.
Anything basically that's giving a positive energy. Okay, so that's the first step. Yes. Now the second step is we get out of bed and then we go to wash our
After seeing that, you need to just you are seeing your palm, and just slowly put your palms down like this.
And why is it so important to have the palms on the palms on the face?
Palms on the face, because it cleanses your aura.
Aura.
It cleanses your aura. So and you need to rub and
you're also saying that there's so many points, acupressure
so many points, acupressure points, vibration. You can do this experiment. Hold one hand and another hold one hand like this. Feel that energy is vibrating from your fingertips. When you move up, down, you can feel the energy moving up and down. You can feel tingling sensation in your palms. So the good vibration you can see.
Okay. So that's the first step. We've completed the first step of good.
It will take only 2-3 minutes. Don't be, I'm explaining this much detail, but don't think, this much time I'm going to spend. I'm daily doing this. It take only 5 minutes. Not even 5 minutes.
3 minutes.
3 minutes. Yeah. We can finish it.
And then what do? We go then to the basin and we splash our eyes with
water.
First
things when you see your palm, the first thing is wash your face. Splash out water for your eyes and blink your 5 times, and then open the window, or if you have a nice window, open up a window. And if you don't have a window or buildings or that, just go out from your home and see a distant vision and also near vision. So I'm standing in front of the window. I'm just observing a distant vision. If you have a beautiful sea, if you have a beautiful garden, you can see a distant vision and then a near object. So see a far object, near object. So that is training for your eyes, because your eyes muscles will get broadened, your memory will get broadened, you will be broader, thinking will be broader.
And so the question about water, is it cold water, is it hot water?
It depends upon that. In Canada, when it is really winter, you can splash it with lukewarm, but in India you can do it with normal water.
Okay. Okay, so that's the second step. That was an easy one.
Easy one.
Okay.
Citing, but good things, but not observing your girlfriends or boyfriends, but seeing the sceneries.
Okay, so the third step is going to the loo, going to the bathroom.
Yes. So next thing, some people will have a rushing of washroom when they wake up. It's good. They can do it. But I have an habit of doing these things 5 minutes and then I'll go. It's by practice I'm doing. But if you have an urge to go for a washroom, don't hesitate. Just go for the washroom and do these things. No problem. It will come with practice. Then you need to go for the washroom. So if you have a problem in passing, urine, then you need to lie down on your right side for a moment, and then you go to the for passing urine. If you have a problem in emptying your bowel, if you have a problem in going for the toilet, you need to lie down for 10 minutes on your left side, left lateral position, like turning over and lying on the left side, and then you can go for the washroom. It will help to empty your bowel movements.
Okay, so just repeating that. So you lie on your left side if you've got any problems with urinating, and you lie on your right side if you have any problems with constipation.
Yes, true.
Now, in many countries, people, if they have problems with constipation, the first thing they'll think of is have a cup of coffee.
No, that is not at all going to help you. As I said, when we wake up from the morning, our mind will fresh. Our body will also be fresh. The moment we wake up from the bed, no matter what is the disease you're having, your three doshas will get balanced at that time. So if you are taking that coffee, you are really harming your body. It is really putting an acidity in your body, and it irritates your gastric system, because at the moment when we wake up from the bed, the gastric system will be very normal. It will be maintains its normal pH because it's all in complete rest. You should drink only water in the first thing in the morning. You should drink a glass of lukewarm water. That is advisable. But if you take straightly not drinking any water, not drinking anything, if you put, you're just irritating your gastrointestinal tract completely. You are disturbing as a pH in your stomach. That will create more digestive problems, physical problems, as well as mental problems, anxiety, sleep disturbances. Everything will come in future.
Okay, so going back to then drinking so we're either about to go to the bathroom, or we've been to the bathroom and we're having lukewarm water.
Yeah, if people have, some people will go for washroom 30 minutes after wake up from the bed. They can drink lukewarm water when they wake up from the bed, 2 glasses before going to the washroom also.
Okay. And what does drinking lukewarm water do to the body and do to the doshas?
Siddhars have always said water should always drinken in a lukewarm manner. So they have said, because lukewarm is really very good for the body, and it digests, it takes away your excess adipose, it melts your excess fat, and it is really suitable for the body for all the things.
Mm-hmm. Just one moment. We've just got a question, because some people are asking for urine problem. So when you've got a urine problem, you lie on your right hand side. And left for constipation, it's for the left hand side. Yeah.
Yes.
So drinking lukewarm water balances the three doshas. Okay, and is basically good for starting off the day.
When we drink lukewarm water, we are preventing the upper respiratory tract infection from the mouth itself. So the infection, most of the bacteria will not survive. So it is very good to prevent throat infection, to prevent common cold and everything. So if you have cough, just try it. If you are normally having some dry cough, just try it for 2 days. Sip hot water half an hour once when you have dry cough without taking any medications. If you have just sip hot water. Within 2 days, it will go off.
Okay.
Hot water is also a medicine.
Yeah, absolutely.
In Siddha.
Yeah. And it's free.
That's why it's precious.
So the next step is, so we've had our drinks. We have not touched the coffee, and the next step is brushing our teeth.
Yes.
So the book that Dr. Janani showed us when we were preparing this talk, there are 7 pages about brushing one's teeth.
Yes. Actually, brushing one's teeth is very important. So when we follow these things, we do it always very consciously. So we were brushing and we were thinking about, what I'm going to do for this thing, what I'm going to do, what this person will think about me, what that person will think about me, what is going to happen in your life. So everything will occupy in your life. Every thought you generate has some vibration. So that's why we need to do whatever we do. Consciousness is the reality. We do it everything with consciousness. Life is going to be a magic. So you need to, this is a neem stick. Siddhas of, like in the ancient days, my parents never used brush. I always seen them brushing with this thing. So this is called a neem stick. Neem is worshipped as a god. You people are be knowing. So this stick.
So the neem is Neem.
Neem,
and
yes.
You see it around India.
So what is the benefit of using this neem? If we brush our teeth with this neem, it kills 90% of the harmful bacteria from the mouth itself. From the 50% of the digestion starts from the mouth. It prevents oral cancer. It prevents, it keeps a complete oral hygiene. It prevents bleeding gums, oral decays, dental caries. No need to go for the dentist if we brush with the teeth, this neem sticks. So it when we brush with this thing, this bitter taste, it promotes the stomach. It keeps the stomach to secrete all the digestive enzymes to be ready. Oh, I'm ready. When you're brushing your teeth, then if you eat breakfast, everything will get digested. So it is a trick. So how it should be, Siddhars have written about how it should be. Like Natalie has studied, like it should be in the our little finger bread. The stick should be like, and it will be like, you know, like this much height it should be. And one end of the stick we need to peel its outer skin, and you need to make it very good, Natu. This kind of brush, we need to do it by chewing it.
And it's got a very, very bitter taste. It's quite disgusting.
We need to make, show it. And you need to make it as a brush, and you need to brush it with left to right side, up, down, up, down, up, down, left to right side. Do it for one day. You will take in. Okay. I think many people are not able to get neem sticks.
That is the question. So I'm wondering if there is a way to get neem sticks via somewhere, because there must, if anybody...
we can buy neem powder as well. Easy.
Okay, so neem powder, Neem powder can also be used, and you put
but
it on
it will be very bitter when it takes in the neem leaf powder, but this is the step. I don't know.
Still very bitter.
But you can use Triphala powder as well. This is a Triphala churn. You can use a Triphala.
So this is called Triphala. I think it goes backwards though when we put it on. Yeah, you can. It's backwards when we put it on Zoom. But Triphala is Triphala, and it's a powder which also doesn't taste very great. It really doesn't taste good. But it's why is Triphala powder very good? So you can get
it prevents bleeding gums. It prevents decaying of teeth. It prevents dental caries. It prevents, like, you know, it supports your gums and makes your health, and it prevents oral cancer. So somebody has asked, we need to put paste on the stick. No, you should not put paste on this. You should brush only using the stick, not put paste on this.
Yeah. So this I'm sure you can
not
get
only that. Not only the Dabur powder. You can buy any kind of Triphala powder.
Okay, so any type. This is what they sell at the clinic here. Triphala. Yeah, I think I put it up a bit. Yeah, it's powder with 3 herbs. And why is it so good?
This balances our 3 doshas.
Okay.
This single herbs, it cures, like, you know, 450 types of diseases.
Okay. And someone's asking, how do you use the powder?
That you can take it out. You can take this powder with your finger, and you can do it.
I just put it on my toothbrush.
So yeah, you can put it on a toothbrush.
It's really not
so some people
tasteful. Yeah. As an experience, it's really quite gross. But
so some people will be having oral ulcer. Some people will be having develop oral ulcer on and often. And somebody will be having dental problems, bleeding gums, like loosening of gums. Gums will be very weak. They can use this Triphala powder for brushing your teeth. It strengthens your gum actually. People who aren't using, if I can't brush with the toothpaste, I don't feel like good. You can brush it with your toothpaste, and then you can do it with the Triphala so that it supports your gland, and you won't feel not feeling bad.
Okay, so we brushed our teeth.
Yes.
And someone was
Successfully.
someone was asking this book, the Siddha book. Book is actually in ancient Tamil, so only people who have actually
Maybe
studied.
we can translate.
Oh, good luck. Okay, yeah, maybe you can. But anyway, so it's not actually available.
With Amma's blessings.
But maybe one day you can translate it.
Yeah.
So now that we've brushed our teeth, what's the next step? It's yoga for the body and mind.
Yes. Some people will take bath and then do yoga, but we can do yoga and also take bath. Both are okay. So you can do yoga. The main thing for yoga is doing pranayamam. Pranayamam. Pranayamam means, everybody. That is inhalation, holding the breath, and then exhalation. So thumb and the other two fingers. Inhaling in one nostril, holding the breath, and exhaling in the other nostril. Then opposite. Inhale from the other nostril. So you need to do it repeatedly. How many? You can do it for 2 minutes. You can do it for 1 minute. You can do it for 30 seconds. You can do it for 10 minutes as well. So in the secret is, Siddha Medicine says those who practiced pranayamam will have peace in their heart, will have happiness in their heart. So pranayamam is the basic step for physical and mental well-being. We can think, okay, how can doing pranayamam, because we go into a deep relaxation state. When we go up into the deep relaxation state, our subconscious mind will be very active. So that is called alpha, beta, theta state. That is a state where we connect with the universe, where we are in the same frequency, the energy level. Then we will be aware of our consciousness. We will be aware of our physical and mental health. We will not be stick on to other things which is not eternal. So this will make us, this small thing, it's really important. Doing pranayamam, kapalapati. Forceful expiration. People burn calories by doing exercise, gym, everything, sweat, but this breathe burns out your calories more faster than sweat.
Okay.
Breathing.
So for the yoga, so we start with pranayama. After we've brushed our teeth, pranayama,
Kapalapati,
Karabati,
and Surya Namaskara. There is people, when you search in the Google or everything, YouTube, you have Surya Namaskara, like bending your teeth and everything. It balances the hormone. It maintains the equilibrium of the body. It maintains the hormonal system. Many people will be having an hormonal imbalance. Many people are suffering from many physical problems. When we do the Surya Namaskara, it balances the homeostatic, it balances the internal equilibrium of the body. No need to do for like half an hour. You can do simply 2 times, simply 3 times, even 1 time.
And if anybody's interested, there is Joshua's has his yoga.
Yes, he's teaching Surya Namaskara.
He's got a lot of really good yoga sessions on Joshua. I don't know what his YouTube is, Joshua Singh or Joshua Bar. But
yeah, we will ask and send it together.
And then after you've done the breathing and the Karabati and Surya Namaskar, then what do?
You can rest for 5 minutes in a Savasana. Savasana, just lying down like a dead body. We see it as like Savasana.
Why is that so important?
It is very deep relaxation. Deep relaxation is really very important.
Okay.
Then only we can do without deep relaxed state. So do something with Haribari, with ancient, do something in a very relaxed state. Lots of differences are there. What you do with love and compassion, you can feel the great energy difference. When we do with then you can feel difference. So resting for 5 minutes is really important.
Okay.
Yes.
So the question was, yes, with the yoga, the first is pranayama, so that's the breathing like this.
Yes,
the second is the forceful breathing from the stomach.
Yes. Surya Namaskara.
Surya
Namaskaram, Surya Namaskar, everything you can. Sun salutations.
Yes, sun salutation is the third one.
Yes.
Okay, and then you take a rest.
Yes, by 5 minutes.
And then the last step of the morning routine is the bath.
Yes.
So what happens then?
Then you need to take bath, not with a shower, You need to, like, in an Indian way, when you stay in Kamal Nivas, when you come to our center, we have a bucket and we have a mug, just telling and pouring. This is the way Siddhas have advised to take bath, because it balances the three doshas when we take bath. We can have a shower, but during natural falls, we can
So
go to
when
the,
you're saying it balances out the three doshas, what do you mean by that?
when we pour water, when we wake up from the bed, our body pitta, when we wake up from the bed, when we go for stools and everything, when we evacuate our bowel systems, our pitta will slightly get increased. Our digestive system will be active because it needs some energy. So pitta will lightly increase, vata will slightly decrease, kapha will increase, because that is a vata type. So at that time, when we pour water, it balances. So it is good to take bath, but it is always good to take in normal water. But for the old age people,
normal water meaning room temperature.
Room temperature. But with the old age people who are really very sick, and children, or they need to shower, they need to take bath with lukewarm water.
Okay. Now, you were also saying that, so when we in the West, we have a shower, and so the water can sometimes go on our head, but it usually just goes on the body, and we usually don't wash our head in the morning, wash our hair. What is the issue with that?
So we need to, it's good to wash your head every day, but people who have sinusitis problem, people who have breathing difficulties, they are not advised. It is not for the old age people. I'm telling people, when we have head shower, it is balances of everything. But when we don't wash our head, when we do like below the body, when we shower, it is like, it creates, the kapha will move out from this to the head.
And what does kapha mean?
Kapha means water.
Okay, so it's more the water elements of the body.
Yes, water element will get raised.
Which means that, what does that do to the body? That makes
you like heaviness of the body, foggy, always feeling lethargic. This kind of things will happen.
Okay.
That's why in Diksha we always put water to your head.
Oh, okay, that's why Anama always says to have a head bath before puja. And then we've got Amma's
herbal bath
powder.
This is amazing. People who have used it might be knowing about the significant, what is how Amma's bath powder. It's really cleanses your aura. It gives your positive energy because it contains turmeric, many other precious herbs that protects our inner aura, that really creates a vibration.
So just hang on, you're saying that it's the turmeric, because I was asking you earlier, why is it that this does take away negative energy?
Yeah, it contains turmeric.
And turmeric actually affects the aura in a positive manner.
Yes, positive manner. So it really protects, it gives us a protective shield to prevent negative energy. It really increases our aura. So after taking bath also taken with everything I'm telling, it should be done with our consciousness. When we taking bath, thinking about something, it's not going to affect your body. It will, if we are not conscious of what you're doing, it will create an impact of your body and your mind and your soul in a negative way.
Okay. And the best shower is to have a waterfall.
Yes.
In nature.
We need to go for waterfalls sometimes 6 months once or 3 months once to show. And the waterfalls that really triggers many Varma points on our head. It is really the natural waterfalls triggers our Varma point. That also balances our Tiri doshas. Siddhas have written about this point.
Okay. So
sometimes freak out and go out for waterfalls.
Yeah, happily, very happily. So someone's asking, how do we use this, the bath powder that we can get here at the center?
You can just use an alternative for soap, just rubbing all over the body and just pouring water. Or you can put a scrub for your body for 20 minutes and then you can take bath, whatever way you like.
And if people don't have access to this powder, because at the moment with COVID, we can't.
They can add some turmeric into the water and they can take bath.
Okay.
Because people who are really very fair skin, they have turmeric is really very sensitive. Turmeric can easily suit to the dark skin, but not to the.
Right.
Yes.
So you can put turmeric into
water,
but,
and then you can take bath.
Okay, and that will help in terms of the energy.
Yes.
And someone was asking, just because we're on the theme of the bath, can we use a Western bath? Actually sitting in a bath. You know how we sit, you know how we have...
The best way to take bath is standing posture.
Standing position. Okay, right. Okay, so we're going to be
bathing. Yes.
We're going to, we are going
puja,
to.
Puja, only one thing.
Okay, yep. So we finished that. Step 7 is puja, is it?
Yes.
Okay, go for it.
So,
and we will be answering questions.
So, and many of the temples, have you noticed some of the temples, people are allowed to go with the wet clothes. When we immediately taking bath, people will be rushing to the puja hall, and people were not allowed, the shed in front of Narayani. It is because we are receiving the vibration. Chest is the best part. Chest, we have some males will be having some hairs in the chest, so that attracts the vibration. That is really very easily receives the vibration. When we are wet, like kind of wet, not really very wet, but when after we take bath, we will have the chillness in your body that easily absorbs a good radiation and vibration. So after doing these things, it is good to do to the puja room and just do some puja. If you don't have time, no problem. Just offer one fruit, just offer one flower, just offer something, or just devotion or your love, whatever Amma, like Narayani, whatever thing you're doing, your altar and everything, just spend for 5 times. That because these positive vibration which protects you from the negative energies, because wherever we go, we are always confronted on all the sides. Some accident is going to happen, this energy will protect us. So it is really needed, as Amma said, puja creates a positive environment to connect with the divine.
Okay, great. So all these steps, I can share this with you, the steps through email. Basically the idea is to be conscious within every step of the way,
step
right?
Of the, like what each thought we create as vibration.
Right.
If we all create one thought, we are all talking, we are all stay connected. If we generate one thought, like which everybody frequencies will go in one way, will vibrate in one way, we can manifest.
Okay, so that's the end of the talk.
Yeah, Amma manifest things like this. Because she is avatar, that's different. But when we pray to the avatar, when we have one thought towards God will always manifest us.
So thank you very much. So that is so if you do want to have the notes, if you can just put your email in the chat box and I'll send it to you at the end of this talk. We're going to answer questions now.
Yes.
But just so that you know, for next month, we're going to be looking at oil bath and massaging for the body and for the skin, for the well-being of the skin. So the question is Vibhuti, is it Siddha medicine?
Vibhuti is a kind of, it's a Siddha medicine, we can say, but it has been practiced in thousands of years to put on your hair, like Vibhuti like this. It is like, Vibhuti is kind of Bhashma, we called it in Siddha medicine. It is stimulates Burma points when we put over here. Like this. Vibhuti is also a medicine. When it's given with a divine energy, when it's charged with the divine energy, if Amma puts kumkum, we get charged like that.
Amma also says to use Vibhuti over a glass and you chant 108 times with Om Namo Narayana.
Yeah, it becomes medicine when
becomes medicine for
water
people.
Becomes a God, divine thing when we charge it.
And someone's asking, is it the same if you eat lots of turmeric during the day as...
Not to eat lot. Turmeric should be added a pinch only. Not
pinch a day.
A pinch when we add in sambar, when we prepare some food, you should add a pinch to it only. But not good, because the turmeric, when it added in exact dose, it irritates gastrointestinal system.
Okay. And does turmeric affect hair growth? I've heard that we can't put the bath powder
on
we
can't put the bath powder on the hair. That's different. Hair should be used with separate bath powder.
Okay. Does anybody have any more questions? Thank you very much for all your emails. Does anybody have any more questions? And it doesn't have to be about the talk, it can be about general health. Can you talk about eating in the morning?
Yeah, eating food itself, different topic. Everything goes after your puja. You can go to a breakfast. Whatever you eat, the food we eat describes who you really are. So mindful eating, that comes the mindful eating, because whatever you put in here, you are taking it the body, because you are growing, your mind is working, your physical body is working, the food you eat. So be conscious of what you all eat. Just try to eat the positive pranic food which is rich in vital energy. Just try to eat the positive pranic foods. What are all the positive pranic foods? First comes honey, second comes coconut, lemon, seeds, nuts and seeds, all kinds of nuts, all kinds of seeds, legumes, cereals, pulses, fruits and veggies. These are all the highly positive pranic food. For example, if you take a badam, almond, it contains the vital energy within it, because it is a seed, that it is a nut. The seed has the ability to regenerate from this the whole tree, because it has a vital energy in it. When we consume that food, we also like accelerates our vital energy into our body. So just check it, experiment within yourself. Eat one day all the foods, fast foods, spicy foods, all the ready-made foods, all the processed foods. Eat one day positive pranic foods, like gently eating veggies, fruits, this kind of nuts, seeds, this kind of foods. Differentiate the day. You can feel the day you eat this kind of positive pranic foods, you can feel a different kind of energy. The day you eat this kind of processed foods, this kind of fast foods, you can have a different level of energy. You can experiment within yourself. Then you know it, because we need to be conscious. The conscious eating stimulates the digestive enzymes to perform at its 100%. When the digestive enzymes absorption performs at its level most, then how come the disease come? How come the nutritional deficiency come? Isn't it?
Yeah. Now, another question is there anything specific we can eat to get good immunity?
Yes, good question. The first thing in the morning when you do for your immunity is, when we drink lukewarm water, after that you can have lukewarm water mixed with honey, lemon juice, lukewarm water, squeeze some lemon in it and add a tablespoon of honey with the lukewarm water and then drink it. It will really improve your immunity power. And also proteins have a vital part strengthening your immune system. So the first thing in the morning, be sure that you are taking enough protein in your diet. It can be good paneer, it can be white, good cereals or pulses, a bowl full of things. It can be a dal, whatever thing in the protein form, eat it in the morning, because proteins are very good for your immune system. And also taking some 10 nuts in the morning, either almonds, either walnuts, or either, because it increases your zinc level. So zinc prevents corona or other virus systems. It boosts the immunity level. Vitamin C. So you can take it as an amla juice. Amla, I don't know.
Amla is Indian boysenberry.
Indian boysenberry. You can take it in
No. Indian gooseberry.
Gooseberry. So you can take amla at 11:30, like amla diluted juice. So you can take this kind of food which really boosts your immune system. And good fruits and vegetables, eating at the right time, drinking enough water, doing pranayama. Pranayama always improves your immunity power. Not eating after 7 p.m. Whatever you eat after 7 p.m., it's not going to affect on your health. So this kind of things, if you follow, you will improve your immune system. And also putting right thought. Right thought, because when we wash your hands with sanitizer, oh, am I going to get corona? Am I going to get corona? Every time you are making consciously, generating a thought that you are getting a corona, then you will be getting. So always when we wash, yeah, I'm protecting myself. I love myself. I'm surrendered to Amma. I surrender to divine. Then it has been taken care of. Every thought you generate has vibration.
Perfect. Two more questions. How can the morning routine affect mental health?
Of course. Morning routine really impacts your mental health. Experiment yourself. That's why I said, Siddha Medicine, Siddhars, explore and see it. I have explored, and you need to explore it. You can feel the definitely you can feel the difference. Explore it first.
And the last question is, can I brush my teeth first before drinking a
Yeah, of
glass
course,
water?
you need to brush your teeth before you're drinking water.
Okay. No, because we did the drinking water and then brushing the teeth.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
it's okay. Okay, so the order is not important for that.
Yes.
Okay, so I think, what time should we be eating breakfast and other meals?
Breakfast, when we do your bathing, your puja, the next thing is your breakfast. It can be at any time, like, you know, between 8 to 9 a.m. like that. So there, each meal, there should be 3 hours difference. For each meal, there should be 3 hours difference. Then only you can eat, like, you know, good food. So then the dinner should be, it's at least before 6 or 7 p.m. In olden days, when like my grandmothers, my ancient, they never ate after 7 p.m. because no lights were there, because our gene carries information. So not eating after a late time, because that is called intermittent fasting. Nowadays, people are telling about intermittent fasting. It burns away your calories, excess fat. When we eat like 6 p.m., when I finish my dinner at 6 p.m. and I eat my breakfast at 9 a.m., there is 14 hours, at least 14 to 16 hours, I do the fasting. That fasting will deplete your glycogen storage, your fat stores. So your fat cells will get burned and you are out of diabetes, blood cholesterol, and you're out of high blood pressure. So you're preventing the disease itself if you follow these things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we're
One
running
extra
at
thing is laughing. Yes. Great, good thing, Chamundai man. Thank you. Yes, you need to laugh. You know, there is a research which...
Sorry.
Yeah.
No, keep going.
There is a research which says the best thing is to prevent hair fall is laughing. If you more laugh, you have more hairs. I'm not telling myself, it is a research which says the more you laugh, the less will be the hair fall. So laugh. We can have hair all over the body. Exactly.
Okay, so we've run out of time. So thank you so much, Dr. Janani.
Thank you, Natalie, for this opportunity, and thank you
Very
for all of your love,
information.
much gratitude. I'm really happy to share this information with you. Thank you all from my deep heart for listening these things with so much of patience. Love you all with Amma's blessings. Om Namo Narayani.
Thank you, everybody.
Om Namo
Now,
Narayani. Thank you.
Thank you. Just one more thing. This is a talk which is by donation, so it would be really wonderful if you could go to the Green Workers page or the Green Shakti website and donate, because Dr. Janani is giving her time as a saver, and we're very, very, very grateful for her wisdom.
What you give, you will receive it.
That is true. That is true. We see this again and again, don't we, Truas? Yes.
If I invest my time, I will get more things from the universe. If I share love, more love will come from Adem.
This is true.
That is the universal law.
Yes, absolutely.
What we generate, we will receive it.
Now, it's we're going to have fire poo. The yagam starting in 2.5 hours. So just get ready. Oh, unless you're doing the Bhadrakali yagam tonight. But thank you again. I have your emails, so thank you also for sending those, and I'll send out. And I've also got the notes from last week, which I haven't done, but we will do that. So again, can everybody say turn on the camera so that you can say goodbye to Dr. Janani?
Yeah,
and
we
thank
can
you.
generate one thought.
Okay, so let's
generate one thought together. Om Namo Narayani. So Narayani is happy. I mean, like, no, we will get, I mean.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just going to stop the recording.